In the latest escalation of Middle Eastern tensions, Israel launched targeted strikes on Iran's military infrastructure early this morning. The strikes, in direct retaliation for an Iranian missile barrage earlier in October, signal Israel's readiness to counter threats and prevent Iran from gaining further influence over its regional adversaries. The Israeli Defense Forces, that is IDF, described the attacks as carefully designed to avoid civilian harm, specifically targeting sites related to military operations. According to an IDF official, Israel chose not to strike energy facilities or critical infrastructure, attempting to limit damage to Iran's essential resources while sending a clear military message. In response, Iranian authorities condemned the strikes as a violation of international law. Iran's defense officials reported limited damage in Tehran and 2 other provinces, though 2 Iranian soldiers reportedly lost their lives. While Iranian state media appears to downplay the extent of the attack's impact, regional analysts speculate that Iran's muted response may be strategic, seeking to avoid immediate further escalation. U.S. President Joe Biden has been involved in guiding Israel's response, reportedly urging Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to proceed with measured actions to limit the potential for a broader regional conflict. The Biden administration has pushed for a response that would deter Iran from further aggression, but stop short of sparking an uncontrollable escalation. This strategic restraint reflects the ongoing diplomatic efforts from the U.S. to maintain influence over Israel's military strategy and keep a tight rein on regional conflict dynamics. Meanwhile, as Israel's engagement with Hamas intensifies in Gaza, concerns have risen about whether this escalation will further strain already heightened tensions with Hezbollah in Lebanon. International leaders from Europe and the Gulf have urged both Israel and Iran to restrain their actions, cautioning that unchecked conflict could destabilize the entire region. Arab states like Saudi Arabia, which have made significant strides in mending ties with Iran in recent years, expressed concern over potential impacts on diplomatic relationships and economic stability across the Middle East. The conflict between Israel and Iran has deep roots, with both nations historically viewing each other as existential threats. Today's attacks underscore the precarious balance of power in the region, where even a single act of retaliation can lead to a cascading series of military actions. Though U.S. influence has somewhat constrained the extent of Israel's operations, experts warn that further aggression from either side could quickly ignite wider hostilities. For now, Israel has concluded its strikes, with IDF officials stating that future action would be contingent on Iran's response. As tensions simmer, the world watches closely, hoping diplomatic efforts will prevail over the region's complex and volatile landscape. Stay subscribed for more videos.